Gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Comrade! Labor right, them a go down, bong. Them a go down, bong. Them a go down. Is that? Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. We now vote for Labour. Orange we a come out in now. If you love the PNP, who no step out for Marky G. Jamaica just come along with we. People time come, people time come, people time is up.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Yeah, I said that we are. Pledge your allegiance.
Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Yeah, I said that we are.
We gonna run this town.
Make the trumpets play. Make the trumpets play.
Comrade councillor takers, comrade candidates, comrade members of parliament. I have to acknowledge, of course, my senior colleagues, Comrade Fitzjackson, MP for South St. Catherine, and Comrade Philip Palwell, MP for East Kingston and Port Royal. And of course, I want to especially acknowledge your sweet, beautiful, Bonununus candidate, MP in waiting, Comrade Senator Gabriella Morris, in whom I am well pleased. Comrade councillors, the parents of sending children to school, because we will provide a nutritious meal every day, 1 hot meal a day in every school, primary and secondary school, for all needy children, because we know, based on the data, that 55%, more than half of Jamaicans are suffering from food insecurity, moderate to severe food insecurity, meaning that they're not eating either enough or the types of food that they need to be healthy. And our children must have that assurance that if they go to school, they will get a good hot meal and they can learn on a full stomach instead of trying to learn on a hungry belly. And we have the right program to provide a subsidy for parents who need help in the cost of sending their children to school in terms of transportation in rural Jamaica. The parents of sending children to school, because we will provide a nutritious meal every day, 1 hot meal a day in every school. Comrades, we have a government that is late in the day, in their 5th year, well into their 5th year in office, running around trying to fool the people by cutting ribbons and breaking ground in all sorts of projects which are not even ready to be delivered to the people. They are trying to fix roads after 10 years of neglect of the road network. And I've seen for myself tonight, coming here to Brownstown, how badly treated you have been under the current Member of Parliament. When I see those huge craters in Brownstown, this wonderful town, vibrant town, with infrastructure, suffering decay under the Jamaica Labour Party. Comrades, the people of Jamaica are tired of the life. Comrades, we have a government that is late in the day, in their 5th year, well into their 5th year in office, running around trying to fool the people by cutting ribbons and breaking ground in all sorts of projects which are not even ready to be delivered to the people. They are trying to fix roads after 10 years of neglect of the road network. And I've seen for myself tonight, coming here to Brownstown, how badly treated you have been under the current Member of Parliament. When I see those huge craters in Brownstown, this wonderful town, vibrant town, with infrastructure, suffering decay under the Jamaica Labour Party. Comrades, the people of Jamaica are tired of the life. Comrades, we also have in St. Anne 2 other young talented Jamaicans putting themselves forward in Dr. Ryan Simpson in Northeast and Dr. Kenneth Russell in Southeast St. Anne. And the slate of candidates for the PNP in St. Anne, with 2 ladies and 2 gentlemen, are looking good. And I'm proud of what we've been able to put forward for the people of St. Anne as their option for progress in the next general election. Comrades, I must also at this juncture say how much I owe you my respect, love and gratitude, the great comrades of Northwest St. Anne, for giving me this rousing welcome and for being here in your numbers as we build the vibe for
the laugh when I've been a key man. You remember me I asked Mr. Leachin from last year, what the guana NCB? Everybody's silent now. The Guardian in a Trinidad and Tobago report on it. The Guardian report found the bangarang with the guana NCB. Jamaica, are you aware that Michael Leachin potentially going to lose majority shareholdership in NCB? What do I mean by this? Go ask the people them if you get them dividends. Go ask the investors them if you get them dividends from NCB. How much time Leachin I meet pan them in a Zoom call and conference call and then cannot get no money from the NCB? You know wondering what I'm talking about? Ask the people them. Look here. AIC Barbados Limited, another Leachin affiliate, held a bondholders meeting on April 23 to discuss 12 instruments with a combined face value of US 72.84 million and AIC bond value at 1.5 billion, secured a 1-year extension last December. So Leachin look like him having a serious cash flow problem at NCB. You want to learn more? They are going to the market trying to raise about 300. Separately, AIC Barbados has been off-flooding shares on the Jamaica Stock Exchange over the last 2 years, with how much 53,993,194 shares sold between June 2023 to March 2025. That has raised over $3 billion. Between January and March, the company sold another $10.31 million worth of NCB Financial Group shares, raising over $509.63 million. This not sound good where they go on. Producer, put up more. Put up more, make Jamaica see where they go on. Talks with bondholders have been ongoing since last year, with activity ramping up between March and June for several bonds. Specifically, Coffee Investments Company Limited, one of Leachin's entities, has been in discussions over 1.9 billion bond, according to the Jamaica Gleaner. There have been no public updates in recent times, but bond holders have rejected some extension requests. The people them were have shares in a NCB capital market and all of them something. They cannot get their money. Continue again, producer. You know want to hear more? You know want to hear more tonight? Who want to hear more? Ship is sinking over there. You ever wonder why so many people losing 10,000, 15,000? According to June 4 offering memorandum, as of the date of the offering memorandum, certain of these bonds are delinquent with request to principal and interest payment. A plan has been submitted to the relevant bondholders for approval, seeking a deferral and restructuring of the affected payment obligations. Wanna see where they're going?
Temu. Shop like a billionaire.
Wanna see where they're going? Wanna understand where they're going, Jamaica? Only realize a lot of people have been losing money out of NCB. And what? When you go, nobody can help you and tell you how your money go. Money, many of you, and me not talk about bondholders now. Me I talk about people that lose 5,000, 30,000, 20,000. And when you go there, and are you aware that Cornerstone Financial recently has acquired a significant stake in NCB Financial Group, 30% of NCB? These things are not being spoken about. See there, a lot is happening at NCB and people not talking about it. Jamaica media not talking about it. Jamaica media not talking about it. State media not talking about it. But look like Michael Leachin is having serious cash flow issues. And he has to be selling off a lot of things to be holding NCB. Have to be Jamaica. Do you understand what is happening? And the Bank of Jamaica is not talking about the complaints that they're receiving from NCB. A lot of people are getting woes with NCB. And the local media in this country is hiding it. Dear Michael Leachin, I am calling you in front of the class. Mr. Leachin, I wanted to ask you, I want to do an interview with you, Mr. Leachin. You need to come and explain to Jamaica what is happening with the National Commercial Bank Financial Group. I want to ask you another question, Jamaica. I want to ask you another question. Who remember last year, NCB told Jamaica that they are going to give how much millions of dollars in COVID, in a barrel. Who remember when Leachin and the NCB Foundation said that they would have matched the amount of money that come in? So if 300 million come in, them said them are going to give another 300. Who remember Leachin saying that? I can't recall Jamaica. That was July last year. We are now in June, 11 months after. Has NCB given over them money there where them commit to helping burial people? Me not recall Jamaica, but if I stand corrected, Jamaica, that if them get, me will stand correct. But nothing in Jamaica passed my eye. Nothing in Jamaica passed my eye. And me no recall leeching or the NCB give over the money for say where them are going to use for burial. Anybody know where the money gone or where the money turn? Me don't know Jamaica, but me think me have a duty for ask where the money there. You remember him says CEO of NCB Foundation, Sherry Martin, explained the fund will establish with an initial pledge of 20 million from NCB. We will also solicit corporate and individual contributions for this vital cause. All donations received will be matched by NCB with a maximum of $150 million. Chairman of NCB Financial Group, Mr. Leachin, we are deeply concerned for our fellow Jamaicans who have suffered emotional and financial loss during the hurricane. The fund is an opportunity to provide a total of $300 million to help restore community and normalcy to the lives in communities. I want to ask Jamaica tonight, has anyone heard of NCB Group? Anyone heard of NCB handing over those money to people? Has anyone heard the money handed over to the government, or has anyone heard the money handed over to anyone? I'm asking tonight again. Has anyone heard? So I am asking Michael Leachin tonight. What happened to the burial fund? What happened to the burial money, Michael Leachin? Me I go ask Jamaica tonight again. Michael Leachin, what happened to the burial money? Me I go ask again Jamaica. Was this fund used for the burial people, or was it used to help NCB? Because the way how NCB look like it in major woes. The way how NCB look like it is in major woes, Jamaica. Why must I leave that? I can't leave it. They're committed to helping the people in burial. I can't recall any funds being handed over to the people. And they're committed to say they were going to help the people. Where is the money that you committed, Michael Leachin, to help the people with burial? Where is the money, Mr. Leachin? Where is the money? Hello, good night.
Good night, Professor. You're having a solid program tonight as usual. NCB is increasing payments for monthly mortgages and motor vehicle loans. They are seizing a lot of motor vehicles and store them at Neon Trucking Limited at 45 to 47 Constant Spring Road in Kingston. So the customers are under heavy pressure from NCB. I want to tell you, if we had a proper BOJ, Bank of Jamaica, that bank would be sanctioned long ago for the oppression that it is causing on Jamaicans. It's a group that is also riding on the backs of the poor, just as SSL and First Rock. But something has to be done to NCB. They are doing a lot of seizures. Their customers are suffering.
All right. So you say Bank of Jamaica, Bank of Jamaica sleeping on this matter?
Yes, because people's monthly payments are increasing and they don't know why. Why is that so?
Oh, all right. Thank you for that. I'm going to take another call from Head Boy, and because this one is interesting. Head Boy, good night.
We must run away the vulture capitalists from our midst. The vulture capitalists that we have. You pointed this article that you spoke in Trinidad.
Yes.
From last year, the opposition, which is now the government in Trinidad, the United National Congress, and in particularly their senator, who is the housing minister, Senator Anil Roberts, who has a program like yourself in Trinidad, has been talking about the issues with NCB, because NCB Financial Group, they're the largest shareholder in Guardian Holding. the insurance group,
Yes.
which has other companies under it, and they had defaulted on their debt, their payment, their bond payment to them. They couldn't pay back their debt.
Wow.
And what they had done was they had friend up remember I shared that friend up the current government then, which was the PNM, true, because Leachin and the then Prime Minister for the short time, Stuart Young, were very close.
Like
very good friends.
Like how I'm very close with Andrew Holness in Jamaica.
But that's what he does. He goes across the region and he befriends these prime ministers in an attempt and tell them when can bring come there. Because you see what happened, they have a lot of regard for
just
him.
As how I'm come and in my Holness talk about them, I got grow the economy 5 in 4 and nothing was done.
But you see, this one is the worrying one, because it's the bond. People have to understand how dangerous this is, you know. Imagine our coffee industry can be taken over tomorrow morning by outsiders that we don't know.
Mighty God.
Because the specialty coffee company that was set by Leachin, which we won, and I can say we, because I opposed. My grandfather was a coffee farmer in Andre. Yeah? Me can pulp me coffee, me can parch me coffee. The amount of pickle me clans used to match me up when me used to go up in the hills to pick coffee.
Yes.
Yeah? And when the coffee groups met at Mavis Bank Coffee Factory, Leachin, nobody could tell me, could ask somebody.
Yes.
God was at the meeting then. Him fly down in a helicopter and him tell the coffee farmers, oh, I'm going to give you the best for your coffee price. Best price ever. I'm going to ensure. You know, the first thing that Leachin's company did when they acquired the coffee factory, Mavis Bank Coffee Factory.
Where am they today?
They reduced the price that they were buying coffee at 15 and 18,000 bag. Starting to buy the coffee then at 5,000.
5,000 a bag?
No, let me tell you how. Yes, Andre.
From 15 and 18 to 5,000 a bag?
That was the time when Ronnie Twade used to complain bitterly on Power 106 because Ronnie himself is a coffee farmer. And he used to say on his program when he was on Power 106 FM, Jamaican, people have to understand Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. It's a specialty. What that means is that you unpick it, the process is so it is ranked among some of the top coffees in the top coffee in the world. Per pound, Jamaican coffee per pound is anywhere between 90 to 150 US dollars per pound.
Oh.
Yeah? So it is a very expensive coffee. And what they're doing to the coffee farmers, this run the risk of every minute this man cannot pay his debt. Because people have to understand, you know, what a ban is simple, you know. We go to Andre, we go to Courtney, right? We go to the students here and I say, look here, my company having trouble. Me need $100 from each of you, but me go and pay the interest. Me go and pay back the 100 with interest plus the principal. Yeah, and you say, okay, then you have up until March 2026, March 30th, 2026 to pay. If you don't pay by then, it attracts penalties. So all of these debt that NCB has been accruing has been attracting penalties because they have been missing the debt payment. So they have not been servicing their debt.
Metal Detox Professional Mask. Up to 99% less breakage.
Only by L'Oreal Professional.
Dead.
So it is this bad.
But it is even worse, teacher. Let us look at the thieving in NCB. And I'm going to let it go to let out what is happening. NCB knows that there's a glitch in their system. So banks have what is called, you know, your on time and your off time. So the systems that the banks operate, right?
Yes.
So when they're doing close of business, they call it the COB system, the close of business system. When NCB does its close of business, automatically in its close of business, funds are being deducted from people's account because of the glitch in the system.
What?
They know it. So there's nobody going in on nobody's account and I take out the money like they're making it out to be in most instances. Some have happened, but most of the 10 and $5,000 we see missing, it's called a glitch. in the close of business system, they use Tenemus, but they have not fully incorporated the core banking software in their program to allow them to, when them do close up business and reboot, that there's no loss of information and data. And there are software experts in Jamaica who have said it to them that that's the problem you're having.
Mighty God.
And they have no interest in doing anything about it because it benefits them. Now with this burial fund money, do you know that the FATF report, because I had the distinct privilege of reading the FATF report.
Yes.
And what the FATF is Financial Action Task Force that removed Jamaica from the grey list. Do you know they had three problems? Three problems they had with us. Why it was persistent, why it took so long to come out.
Yes.
One of the problems was in relation to charities.
Charities.
Which the NCB Foundation is ranked as a charity. So what the FATF said they were seeing happening in Jamaica was that charities were moving more monies than ever before.
Really?
Does that sound familiar?
Charities running money. Like wellness, take out the charity money. Lord God.
But we're not talking about wellness, it was not wellness alone.
Nigel too.
Run gone, set up a charity and could not tell us what the charity funds.
Help. We hear the
We
Malaria.
need your divine intervention. We're tired. What you said?
Mr. Nigel Clark were run left us had set up a charity named some Northwest Central Trust or something like that. And it could not give account as to what it did with its funds. Hence why Jamaica now had to upgrade its Charities Act. So the same politicians who making it hard for people who are do charity in Jamaica because they're breaching the rules. Charities have strict rules.
Mighty God. So we're on to the money where Leaching and the NCB Foundation say them they're gonna use the burial. Where that money they head boy?
My question is go and ask the Prime Minister and Leaching. Because my best bet would be if you look at the amount that they said they would match 150 million, which was the intended target of 300 million. 150 million is almost shy of 1 million US. Yeah?
Oh, no, go on the first promise. On the things that we are putting back in the office. On the things that we are novice. On the better listen to this. Vote them out cause them not see we when we younger. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them promptly people that vote them out cause them not see we when we younger. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, we have to tell them promptly. Cause when they win them a go dump way. Market G, you know you the people them really want to see a great leader who will talk to we. Put on the boat and go, they go walk to we. Yes, go march to we. Because we have some guy with them on a intention. Leading the country in the wrong direction. That's why we come to make we own a selection. This we are gonna do when in call the election. Vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. So we are tell them promptly people that vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them